We're connected now.
Hello!
There you are.
Here I am.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. I want to thank you, first of all, for doing this. You want to know a funny story? I knew who you were before I knew who Now United was. Because I started
Really?
seeing these names. Yeah, because the Uniters are so passionate. They were at first, I don't think I've ever told you this, they were at first like requesting everybody. And I was like, guys, you can just request the group. And so I was like, who is this Any Gabrielly, you know? But this is exciting to finally get to chat.
Yes, it's so exciting. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Of course. How's life been recently? You know, you and I spoke on MTV a couple weeks ago, but you've
Yep.
been hanging out, you've been keeping busy?
Yes, keeping busy a lot actually. Like me and I United, we've been doing a lot of projects, releasing new music, and then also I just try to keep busy because we're all stuck at home right now. So
Oh yeah.
like yeah, I just keep finding things to do all the time. So at the end of the day, I'm always like super busy, and it's a great thing actually to keep my mind going.
Oh, totally. Yeah, just stay focused, keep your mind off the craziness for sure. Well, you've been very kind. For those that don't know, Annie's going to take your questions. I'm not going to ask any questions. All I want to say is congratulations on the new song. It is fantastic. It's always exciting when I see a group growing and getting better and better with each release. And I'm sure you guys feel that internally, but from the outside seeing that, it's really great.
It's amazing to see the evolution. Like when we go back and we watch our old music videos and our old music, it's always like, oh my God, we were babies. Oh my God, this is bad. Oh my God, this is good. Like it's good to see how we grew. So yeah.
Absolutely. All right, so let's get into these. Some really fantastic questions. This comes from @GossipNU, and they say, Annie, do you have any hidden talents?
Okay. This is the most boring answer I can give because I don't. I've been getting
all of your talents are known.
I know. It's like I've been getting this same question for like years now, and I could never find a hidden talent.
Right.
And it's just so weird. Like I keep trying to find something that I can do with my tongue, like I don't know. That could be special. Wait, I can move my ears. I think that's it. Wait.
You can move them?
Can you see it?
Can you guys see it?
Wait, no, you can't see it. Wait.
Okay, I see that a little bit.
You're lying.
No, but I think hidden talents, you have the liberty to get very creative with the term talent. Like, you know what I would say my hidden talent is catching things when I drop them. Like, when you're in the kitchen and like something's about to fall, I am like Spider-Man catching stuff.
That's a good talent.
It's a useful talent,
I can't find it. I can't find a hidden talent. And it's so frustrating, but I swear, after this interview, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to think about my hidden talent.
You got to update us. I love it. All right, @Annie's Spy, or Annie's Pie, would she like to write a book about her life? Is that anything that interests you?
Definitely. I mean, I'm still waiting a little bit because I'm 17, but and like there's a lot to live still. But even being 17, there's a lot of backstory here. Like I lived a lot and I've been through a lot as well. Like I've been working since I'm 8, but my personal life has been like crazy since I started working. So yeah, there's a lot to tell, and I hope that it can inspire people. So it's definitely on my to-do list.
Do you find now, looking back, getting started at such a young age and being so talented at a young age, does that almost and not even necessarily in a bad way, but does it sort of speed up growing up? Do you grow up a little faster when you're working professionally from a young age? Definitely.
Like right now, I feel like even when I was at school, I would see my friends in school and my mind would be so different from theirs. And it's not like that wouldn't be a bad thing, but it's so funny to see like how I grew up faster because I had responsibilities with work, and my personal life was I told you it was also very crazy. So I had to learn things faster. I had to learn how to figure them out by myself and not go crazy.
Right.
So I definitely grew up a lot quicker, but I still have like my stupid teenager side,
Of course. Yeah. Never lose that.
Yeah, it's fun.
And I've heard from so many people that have written books that it's such a great, therapeutic process, and you also learn so much about yourself through writing about yourself,
Yeah. Ooh, I can't wait to start writing then. I love learning about myself. I feel like I could be, I don't know, a therapist very soon because I'm just like, I'm so clear about so much, you know? And then I'm
Right.
like, I shouldn't be like this. Sometimes I miss feeling lost.
Yeah, I know, right? It was more exciting when you were lost,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
I know all the answers now. Are
Yeah.
you like the therapist for your friends in a way? Like, are you the person
Yes.
they go to and confide in?
Yeah. They come and ask about anything, about relationships, about friendships, about money, about anything. They're always like, Henny, help me with this. Henny, help me with that. And then I do feel like a therapist. But it's funny because I give all those great advices, and then when it comes to my life, I'm
Right.
just a train wreck.
Isn't that always the case? Um, so at Buani, what is the thing that you miss the most about doing with Now United? Just being together. Is there anything like just being together with everybody you really miss?
Yeah, definitely. We're a family now, you know. We've been for the past 3 years just traveling the world together and making our dreams come true together, you know. So it's just when you have to spend so much time away from the people that you like do so much with, it's weird. It feels like there's a part of you that's missing. So I really miss like performing. I'm rehearsing with them because that's like probably the best part for me. I love performing with them. The vibe is so great. I love when we're dancing and we look at each other and we know exactly what each other is thinking, you know? That part is so good. But also just like the daily life, you know, like the laughs together and the stupid jokes that never
Oh
end.
yeah.
Now United, when we find one joke, it's like for a month. The same joke, we tell the same joke over and over and over again. And
Yeah.
sometimes I get annoyed by that, but I even miss that. You know, I miss getting annoyed because of the stupid jokes. You know,
Yeah, the
so
little
I
things.
think it's just yeah, the little things. I think it's just like the daily life.
Yeah, absolutely. Is that a Now United member?
It is actually. It's Sofa.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she actually just texted me. I'm not gonna show what it is, but Sofa just texted me, so she wants to call me.
That's awesome. All right. Let's see. At Elisa Flowers says, "Do you miss acting at all?"
Yes, I do. It's been so long I don't act, and I've been saying that in a lot of different live streams that I do on my own personal account. But yeah, it's like a part of me that I haven't explored as much as the others. You know, I've been singing for my whole life, and I've been dancing for my whole life, but acting, I did it like a few times, and then I stopped. You know,
Hmm.
so I wonder what would it be like to act again on a movie or on anything. So I can't wait to
Yeah.
start doing that again.
Is acting
Gonna
something
happen
that
soon.
I know so little about acting. I've never acted, never been near that world. But is it something almost like riding a bike where once you even if there's been years since you've acted, do you feel like it's something you can pick up again?
Well, I don't know. It's because like also I grew up so much in so many different ways. So I hope I'm better. You know, like
Yeah.
I hope it's not just something that you don't forget and it's like you just do the same thing. You know, I hope it's something that I can grow at it. But still, I have to practice. I don't think it's just like a bike. I think you have to study and figure out new ways to like do a character. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
think you have to just keep it going. So definitely before I act, I'm gonna have to just like practice again because I don't know, maybe it's just me as well because I like to be prepared for stuff and I like to practice and I like to be the best one, you know. So I always study a lot, so I'm definitely gonna do that.
You make a great point though about just like living life, having new experiences, and how that could lend itself to becoming a more sort of comprehensive actor. Is like you can bring more
Yeah,
experiences. You know what I mean? You can play so many different more roles because you've met so many different walks of life now. Especially being in this global group. I was just saying you have so many new experiences in different walks of life and being exposed to it. You could play so many different characters and bring so much more to the table. You know?
exactly. Like you can relate more to different situations. So like sometimes I got like things I had to act and I never lived that and I had no idea what that felt like. And trying to just do something that you never felt before, you know, just reproducing a feeling is already hard, but something that you never lived, it's even harder, you know? So yeah,
Right.
that's why I think now I hope at least I hope it's better.
Yeah. No, of course it will. Um, this is a funny like broad question, but team Joshua, I can't read some of these names, but what is the craziest thing you've ever done in your entire life? Is it you ever gone skydiving? What's when somebody asks you the craziest thing you've ever done? What comes to mind?
Those are crazy questions. because this is like so hard.
Yeah.
I lived so many crazy things, but
Yeah.
one crazy thing that I'm sure that it was like insane, and I don't even know how I did it. I didn't skydive, but I went like what do you call that? It's like it's hang
Parasailing?
gliding. Hang gliding.
Hang gliding. Hang gliding.
Yeah, I did that in Rio. It was so beautiful, but the takeoff was so scary. I thought I was gonna die because you just have to literally go on the top of a mountain, and then you just run and jump. You know, it's just insane. You start flying after that, but just imagine just like looking at everything below you, and then you just run and jump into nothing. It's like,
is there a guy like with you?
No, yeah, there's a guy. Like I'm not a professional at that.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't do it alone. Oh my god, no. But that
I was
was
gonna say
the craziest thing I've done. I was so scared.
Oh my gosh, that's insane. Would you ever go skydiving?
Yes, definitely. I'm a very I love experiences. Even when I
Right.
don't want to do that, I keep thinking about like, when am I gonna have the chance to do that again? And then people say like, you're gonna have the chance again, but I don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow, you know? So
Totally.
I just want to do it. Yeah, and then I keep trying. Of course, I'm not crazy. Like I always think about it. Like, is it worth it? But
Yeah.
like I don't want to have a panic attack and die, you know?
Yeah,
But
exactly.
yeah, but I still like look at the situation, and if I think it's gonna be fun and I'm gonna have a great time, even if I'm really scared, then I just do it. And that was the situation with the hang gliding, and I enjoyed it so much. Like just the takeoff, I really thought I was gonna die, but the rest, it was so beautiful. Like I saw the ocean, and I saw the whole city. I got to see Christ the Redeemer from the hang glide, I think. So yeah, it was so beautiful, and I'll never forget that. So I'm really glad I did it.
And you feel so emboldened afterwards, don't you?
Yes.
You know?
When I landed, I was just like, yes, I did it. You know, I'm so proud of myself.
At JU Santoni says, what advice can you give to your fans at the moment? I mean, there's a lot where, we're all, going through with the pandemic, and, people trying to navigate disappointment or just the unknown. Is there any advice you'd give people?
Yes, definitely. I think my advice to everyone would be just to accept what you're feeling, because sometimes we can like judge ourselves a lot. So like, oh my God, I feel sad all the time. That's so bad. Or like, oh, I'm not doing anything productive. I think everybody should just understand that this is a really complicated time, and however you feel, it's okay. You're not the only one, and there's like other people that are here to go through it with you. So just be okay with whatever you're feeling, and make sure you take care of yourself first. Like this should be your priority, your mental health, because it is a very complicated moment, and a lot of the times I feel very confused. So yeah, just put set your priorities like that, like your mental health. Be okay with what you feel, and then you'll probably feel better when you accept whatever you're feeling.
It's such an excellent point, because there's so much that we have to combat right now, just naturally in the world. Then if you're trying to fight how you're feeling on top of it, I mean, that can be exhausting. So that's really great advice.
Exactly. And I was so scared when all of this happened, because I was like, I'm gonna go crazy, because I'm such a English is so hard, but I'm such a hyperactive. I don't know, but like I do a lot of stuff all the time.
Yeah.
I can't stay at home. I'm not calm, So I need to be doing something all the time. And when I heard that I would have to stay at home, I was like, this is not going to work. This is so not going to work. I'm going to go crazy. And then I was judging myself. I was trying to be super productive, like working out in the kitchen. And then I would do this and I would do that. And then I found myself going crazy, And then I was just like, you know what? I can't do anything good if I'm not okay with myself.
Yeah.
And it was the thing that I learned. So I took time for myself to just like slow down, step back. And then when I finally understood what was going on in the world, and I finally accepted it, then everything started happening, Everything it was just flowing. It was better. I could think clearly. I could just decide what I wanted to do. So yeah, it was a great thing to take a step back.
Yeah. And another great point you make of just how things just naturally come your way, and things go so much smoother when you do get to that good place and set that good foundation. What else do we have here? Oh, this is actually an interesting question. When we were talking to Josh, we were talking about what his fans call themselves, and then the official name. I guess your fans are called the Sunshines, right?
Yeah, I know, it's cheesy. I know, but
no, I like it. I like it. It's at @Ange_G_artist. Where did you come up with the idea to call your fans Sunshines?
Well, it was actually a long, long process. Like, we decided to be called that a while ago, but after a while, like the fandom just grew, and I was like, we need to ask them what did they want to be called. But my name is so short; it's just Any. You know,
Right.
you can't go like Anyers, Any Natics, Any. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
there's nothing that could be interesting. So we were like, what can we do that has like concept that only my fans will understand? And then Sunshines came. Sunshines actually, like, I have a tattoo here. It's a sun and a moon, and it's like it's like that. I have a thing with perspective because I met a lot of people in my life who taught me a lot about perspective, like how you can choose to look on the bright side or the dark side, you know. But also how the dark side makes you grow. So that's why I have the sun and the moon. I'm sorry if this is confusing, because
No,
like
not at all.
I always want to choose to look on the bright side, and I keep choosing that, and that's why people called me Sunshine for a long time. But I also had my dark times, and I learned so much from them. So that's why they're so important, because I grew so much at that time in my life. So because they keep calling me Sunshine, and I have all these things with sun and moon, and I always like those are stars, but I'm in love with all that stuff from like the universe and all. So that's why we became Sunshines. I did even a YouTube video for them to decide. I was dressed as a judge, and I was judging their arguments why we should be called Sunshine.
Wait, did you really? This is out there?
Yeah, it's out there.
Oh, I have to watch it. That's great.
It's super funny. It's super funny. I'm dressed as a judge, and then they sent me on a Google form something, like their arguments. So they were like the lawyers, and I was the judge, and I was reading the reasons why we should be called Sunshines or not, and then Sunshines won after all. So
I love it. I think every fandom name should be decided in a court of law.
yeah. I was just like, we're Sunshines now. And if you don't want to be called Sunshine because it's cheesy, you just say you're my fan.
Are you really into like the universe and things like that? You were talking about the stars, the moon, you know.
Yeah, it's not like the signs and everything. I don't know anything about signs, but I really believe in a lot, like what you give, you get. And
yeah,
I'm just fascinated about the universe, like that. It's infinite. Like there's no ending to it, you know.
Bro, it's crazy.
You know, and we're just like a little tiny little thing in the universe. I just go crazy about it, and I think that there's like a lot of meaning, and it's important, you know. So, and then the sun and the moon and all that thing, like sun, like if the sun wasn't there, the moon wouldn't shine, and like I love all of that, you know. It's just interesting.
Isn't it interesting about, like, not to get off on some super like deep tangent thing, but like, isn't it interesting how there's so many things that relate to each other in our world? Do you ever think about that? Like you can learn lessons from just like elements of our world, like the sun and the moon, right? Those are just two things in the world, but there's actually like a whole lesson to be learned there. I just think that's how everything's connected. You know what I mean?
Yes. And actually, the sun and the moon came, like when I told you that I learned a lot of lessons with different people about perspective, is because like sometimes when I would be like all sunny and looking at the bright side, sometimes there would be people that were like the moon, and we would help each other, and it was that balance. Sometimes I would be down, and that person would be my sun. So there was like all of that, you know, and I kept learning about that in so many different moments in my life. So I just learned about how perspective is so important. And sometimes, like, if somebody is rude to you or somebody makes a mistake, you have to just like really look at them and be like, well, maybe they're on their dark side right now, and you have to help them to understand. You know, it's like, it's actually a long story, but there's a lot of, like, I learned a lot to get to this tattoo and get to the sun thing.
Well, I can't wait to read the book.
Oh yeah. When I write my book, you guys are
yeah, when you write the book.
100%.
All right, cool. At Mona Lisa Amp 2019. These names are so creative. As a child, did she always, or did you, I should say, always want to be a singer, or did you ever want to have like another profession?
I wanted to have different careers a few times in my life, but I think I was born to be a singer, because I was so artistic already when I was a kid, you know. So I would be watching DVD with my family, and then I would be just like doing the scene that was on the TV, and my family would film, and I would love the camera, you know. Like that was my thing. But then at some point in my life, I was just like, I'm going to be a doctor. And then, oh no, I'm going to be a lawyer, you know? Because those are the things that people expect you to be.
Yeah.
You know, they think that that's the only thing that they can call a job, a real job. So there was a point in my life where my teachers were like, why are you an artist? Like, you have so much potential to be a doctor. You would be such a good doctor. And I was just like, you know what? Maybe I should just be a doctor. They're right. Like, being an artist is crazy. But I'm so glad I didn't give up, because there was a moment where my mom came to me and she was just like, okay, let's say you're a doctor. Let's say you're in the surgery, and then you put your little radio there and you listen to a friend of yours singing on the radio. Like, how are you going to feel about that? Like, would you want to be that friend? And that thing just got to my head, and I was like, oh my God. And then I was just like, you know what? I'm going to be a singer. So it was always in me. I just needed to be sure.
Yeah. It's also a really great point. I think so important for young people to understand, where we're talking about the connectedness of the universe. I also think like what we're drawn to as kids is really important. You know, like I don't think our passions are random. You know, I think they're tied to our purpose, and I think that you really should follow those, as you have followed yours, right? Where it's the TV and you're drawn to it inextricably as a kid, and you're dancing along, and that probably brought you so much joy, and you don't know why you wanted to do that, but you really felt it in your bones to do it, you know?
Yeah, that's true. Like, we don't really choose our passions. It's just there. And there's got to be a reason for that, right?
Yeah.
There's
a great book called The War of Art, and it talks about how like creativity, and this like really bugged me out. I don't know if it'll bug you out, but they're like, where does creativity come from? And they examine this idea of how like creativity is literally something that like doesn't exist in us. It's something that like comes to us. You know, you're not always creative, or like where did that idea come from? Like, you know what I mean? It's really, I don't know. We sound like hippies or something right now, but there's a lot. Yeah,
I love it.
The moon and the sun.
Such a deep conversation.
I know. Let's find a lighter question. All right, well, this is a good one. At Yoon Chanel's, what's your favorite song by Now United and your favorite choreography? It's always a tough question, but do you have one?
Yeah, I think I do. Okay, so my favorite choreography is definitely Na Na Na, because it's like a very like girl power song, and I love feeling powerful on the stage. That's my thing. And powerful can be like with emotion, or it can be with like just really presence, you know. So Na 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 has all of that. So I'm always just like feeling myself on the stage when I'm dancing it. And Marques.
Juvie Marquez.
Yes, that's good.
And he's like, we do not have all day. Sure. What is the greatest achievement you have ever had? Is something stick out to you?
Well, I got a lot of achievements like throughout my life, and they were in different scales. But one that's really big that I'll never stop crying about it. I think it's Moana. I did the voiceover for Moana here in Brazil, and it's just insane to me that my voice is on a Disney princess, because I grew up like watching Disney and everything, and all the princesses, and I learned how to sing with my aunt in the beginning. Like she found out that I could sing, and she said once to me that her dream was to give a voice to a Disney princess, and then I did it. You know, like she taught me, and then I did it, and it's just too crazy to me. I can't even put it in words right now. It's probably yeah. I'll cry forever about that. I know that my grandkids are gonna listen to my voice when they're born. You know, it's just insane.
Yeah, it's forever. It really is.
Forever.
At Phi Josh Beauchamp, what is your dream collaboration? Do you have one?
Definitely Beyonce. I love Beyonce. She's just a queen. I don't know if she'll ever look at me and be like, let's do a song together. Like, imagine being Megan Thee Stallion and just saying like, I have a song with Beyonce.
Crazy, right?
Right?
Crazy. Well, you know, you and Beyonce now have that Disney connection, so you know, between Lion King and Moana.
Yeah, Beyonce did Nala, right? And I did the musical. When the Broadway version came to Brazil, I was young Nala.
Dude, it goes even deeper.
Yeah, it was my first job. So I was just like, or it's something with Disney or it's something with Beyonce.
Yeah, there you go. I love it. I'm down for both. Oh, this is interesting. This is actually a Moana question. At Any G News, I'm so stupid. Annie G.
No, it's okay.
I read the names and then I go, oh, that's what it is.
It's fun. It's fun.
Okay. Annie G News. Would you like to participate in a Moana live action movie if that were a thing, or maybe like a Moana 2? Is that anything?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Like I said, it was like one of the greatest achievements of my life. So I would be so honored if Disney would be like, do you want to be Moana? Oh my God, yes. Don't even ask me twice.
Of course. Would you also like to play Beyonce? Just tack that on.
I don't think it could. Beyonce is Beyonce.
Yeah, right? All right, 2 more questions here before we go. Oh, this is a really cool question. Don't say Beyonce, though.
Okay, I won't. Okay.
Okay. At Manu Masot, if you could spend a day with an artist, dead or alive, who would you choose and why?
Oh my God. It's such a hard question, and I can't say Beyonce. Okay, I would probably choose somebody that's fun. Let me. I can't think of anyone dead right now. My answer is probably not gonna be that deep, so I think there's 2. Okay, I have to choose between them 2. I really love Rihanna.
Okay.
It was great because she just looks fun. Imagine going out with Rihanna. She must be amazing.
So much fun.
Or Rosalia. I love Rosalia.
Yes.
And she looks super fun. I don't know. I just want somebody
that would be a fun night
that
out.
I'm gonna have the best day with, and 2 people that I admire a lot. I can't choose between them. I'm so sorry.
No, that's great. What a trio, honestly. We were just watching her. Rosalie did an amazing job at our VMAs. The Video Music Awards are coming up, and we were watching last year's show. And Rosalie made her debut and just did an amazing performance. We were watching it earlier today, but I'm right there with you. It's awesome stuff.
She's a queen. She's a queen.
All right, final question. At _HTTPS.Laura_. What do your fans mean to you? What do the Sunshines mean to you?
Ooh, my fans mean so much to me. It's a hard question as well. Like, you know, when you don't think you'll ever be able to show how grateful you are, that's how I feel about them, because they do so much for me. Like, if they have to vote on something or be there for a live stream or a concert or anything, they're gonna be there, and they're always showing me support. And my favorite part about my relationship with my fans is that we cry together, we laugh together. So like everything that I conquered, even in my personal life, they're like, I'm so proud of her. I'm crying. It feels like it's with me, you know? Like, they really celebrate my victories with me. So that's just super special. I feel like they're all my friends or like my family, you know?
Yeah.
So I love them. I love them so much. I love you, Sunshines.
Well, while we're on topic, do you want to there you are. There you are. No, it's the worst. I don't know if that was a call. I get calls sometimes. I'm like, ah.
And I'm like, stop.
But while I'm doing a live. But while we're on the topic, do you want to actually thank the Sunshines and the Uniters specifically for voting you guys on the MTV Friday live stream?
Of course. Thank you so much, guys. Like this is so special for us, and it's so great to be here, you know, because we watch those things. So thank you so much for putting us here, and we're forever grateful. Keep voting though.
We're grateful, but keep it up. Totally. Well, Annie, thank you so much for taking the time. And I don't know if you caught it, but you guys are, again, top requested on the show today at 5. So we can't wait to see the video. I'll get played and hear from the Uniters. And thank you for taking the time.
Thank you so much. It was such a pleasure talking to you. And yes, guys, go check it out on it's 5, right? At 5?
Yep, 5 Eastern. What is that in Brazil?
Yes.
6?
No, right now it's 3:40 in Brazil.
Well, right. So at 5 it would be 6, right?
Yeah. Okay, I got it now.
And he's like, "What the hell is this guy talking about?" All right, Annie, we'll talk soon. Thank you so much.
Talk soon. Bye-bye. Thank you.
All right, the one, the only Annie. Shout out to Uniters. Shout out to the Sunshines. I can't say my S's. I can't pronounce anything or say my S's. 2 terrible qualities in someone who talks for a living. Anyways, 5 p.m. Eastern time, 6 p.m. in Brazil. If you're watching from Brazil, we have the MTV Friday live stream where Now United has made the show. It's up to you, though, how high they go in our rankings with the most requested race. It's this big title that a lot of artists compete for, but it's all based off live votes in the YouTube chat. So if you're interested in checking that out, it's at youtube.com/MTV. This interview, if you got here late, you didn't see the whole chat, it'll be on my IGTV very, very shortly. So keep it locked right here on my Instagram. It's at Kevan Kenney. Again, thank you to Annie and Now United and you for watching, and peep it right here on IGTV very, very soon. Peace.